Hello and welcome to another edition of the Eternal Journey. I'm the Resolves, and this is Hooru Almost There. With the recent change to the Crownwatch press gang now costing only 4 instead of 5, I thought we'd give this deck another try to really maximise the opportunity to see the Crownwatch press gang. I've gone up to the full playset here. We're now playing 4 instead of just 3. Other than that, the deck's mostly unchanged, so let's get onto the ladder and give it a try. Okay, well, we're on the draw, and we've got a bunch of power, which is great. We've got a little bit of card draw, the wisdom, and then we've got the press gang, so I think this sounds probably fine. The only missing piece now is a Nostrix, and we'll be able to go ham. And our deck's probably okay against Praxis, because if it's Praxis tokens, then we do have Hailstorm and Harsh Rule. And if it's Praxis midrange, well, we've got Harsh Rule, so could be in okay shape, especially if our opponent's not pressuring us like it. I don't think I want to fire off these second sights yet.
What have we here?
Okay, well, this is a bit of a problem, but it's at least not doing too much damage, just one a turn. It's a little bit of a problem when you're trying to get a bunch of value out of your harsh rules though.
Time quickens.
Oh, a nice Hailstorm would be pretty great. Well, I guess this is sweet as well. Consider us to play this down straight away, which is pretty nice. This costing 4 actually feels a lot better, because now I can spend the next turn just like generating some more Cliffside parters, and then on turn 7 we should have enough power just to be able to play and mentor one of these, and then we'll just be able to spam the board after we've cleaned up for Harsh Rule perhaps. Purify is a bit of a nuisance there, but we've already got our value, so it's not the end of the world really. Well, I guess we might just Hailstorm here. Tied up this nonsense and stop our opponent being able to go 2-hand with the Relic Raider there. Now we could take a hit from this. I think I'm sort of happy to do that. I'm sort of thinking about trying to dig, just find a Vanquish, just get rid of it so that we've got an uncontested board when it comes to it. I'd really rather get much more value out of this Harsh Rule. Yeah, it's past turn. Okay, well, Praxis' place is fine for me. Well, let's get started. If I was on blockers reasonably good, and if I'm on Praxis' place as this, then I'll probably just Harsh Rule and then start this all again next turn. Okay, so there must be like a Torch or Purify to finish this off. Okay, that's fine. We're just taking 3 this turn, but I probably will Harsh Rule and then just reload the board. Could just do this too. This way we've got like a pretty nice board. We get to hold up the lightning strike to be able to kill the Titan if it tries to attack in. So we could just double block it and we only lose one unit. But this will at least protect us a little bit from the predatory Carnosaur. And I think this actually might be fine. No, we'll lightning strike, let's get rid of it. Now just keep second sighting. Can't quite attack yet, which is a bit of a nuisance, but I think next time we're just going to channel this, just get rid of it. And we've already got one on top, so. There we go. So I would have liked another Nostrix activation just so that it'd be a lot easier to attack him with these. But I think the plan next turn is just channel the Titan and then just like crunch him for vigilante. I have to forget how chilled out it is just actually playing this deck. Because you're not really in any danger of dying at all. You've got a bunch of like gummed up the ground units. Also, we can probably just make enough parters that we can just ignore the Titan and just attack him for 25 unblocked damage anyway. What seems to be taking a minute to decide what's going on there. Yeah, probably the correct decision. Okay, and this hand is potential. Okay, we're on the play. I've got no card draw, but we do have 4 power already with this. I've got a Vanquish and a Harsh Will for against like a mid-range deck. Though I think we really do want some card draw, so this is probably just a redraw. This is still pretty good. We've got a double Nostrix and Strategize and Wisdom of the Elders. Should be able to get us there as well. It is a slow hand, but we're on the play as well, so we shouldn't be able to get too far behind. Well, this was Arcana, rats. We'll just leave with the Alice Favour and then we'll Wisdom next turn. I don't really want to strategize quite yet. Because I like all the things in our hand and we don't really know what exactly we need yet. And it looks like it's actual just Arcana then rather than a like armory deck that just play the Justice Firepower earlier. But it's just going to be Wisdom. Just going to try and survive to the point where we're able to mentor these Cliffside parters up.
Trust in your skills.
Yep, know what to make. Would pretty happily find a Hailstorm here though. Now it's time to strategize because we've got an idea of what we want. Well, we can probably leave one of these in play for a couple of turns just so we're able to go for the turn 6. But I think next turn we'll just Cliffside and make a Porter. Well, Crownwatch and make a Porter. The Crownwatch Press is also just like a reasonable blocker as well. And unfortunately, our opponent's got a pretty good air presence that you're going to be able to do quite a lot of damage with. So I'm still sort of hoping for a Hailstorm or just a Harsh Will just to be able to tidy this board up. Because otherwise we are going to be in a little bit of rough shape here. Well, at least this saves us a little bit of damage. We're just taking 6 if they don't attack here. If there's like a torch on the press gang, I'm probably not blocking. Okay, well, we're taking a lot more. I could have sort of tried going for the Eilyn's favour there. Well, Eilyn's a choice to be able to knock out one of these unseen commandos, but I think we need to establish this at some point. Okay, well, looks like we're just dead anyway. Yes, we did struggle there. Perhaps should have played out a Cliffside part or two just in the early game. Okay. Should have played out like a Cliffside part just in the early game, just as like a blocker to save some life, but it looked like it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Okay, and this sounds probably pretty good. Would have liked this in the last game actually. Oh, it's like fell, so this Hailstorm's not going to be exactly what the Doctor ordered, so let's get rid of that. It is a nice way to pop an Aegis if everyone's playing like Feast Caller. I think we just want to try and get, well, for a combo going like as soon as possible really. More Nostrix isn't quite what we're looking for. So having multiple would be pretty good. Let's go for it. We can be greedy. Then I might fire off like a second sight here as well. Let's see if we can find a part or anything like that, but just see if we can find some card draw. Okay, great. Well, we'll tuck this away so we don't get sabotaged. Now I'm going to be quite adverse to... Actually, let's Wisdom first. If I find a Primal source, then I'll be able to unlock the face Aegis next turn. Well, now I've got a nice second sight target as well, so we're in pretty good shape here. We're on curve for the old turn 7, although actually in cold blood would be pretty rough for us because it'd make us discard the Nostrix as well. So maybe that's an argument for bottoming or just getting rid of this Nostrix. As good as 10-11s are, I really don't want to have the risk of just discarding our, like, I don't really want to be down cards against a 1-for-1 removal spell. So I think we'll strategize and just perhaps bottom the second Nostrix. This is, yeah, we'll take this because then we'll have face Aegis next turn when we go for it. So our opponent would have to pop the Aegis and kill the Nostrix as well. So I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's good for now. Yeah, well, I promise preemptively pop the Presagers there, but it's time to get almost there. The game's not over by any stretch, but we're in a reasonably good shape here. Yeah, so I figured that the Inkle Blood would be coming here. But with Face Aegis, we've managed to dodge it. I'll probably be Permafrost in this just to get it out of the way. And then a couple of attacks, and we should be able to finish our opponent off here. Feastful is probably not too much of a concern because it'll just be like attacking, like drawing a card, sure, but it won't be able to get past our board and actually deal any damage. Yeah, let's just keep that Frosty. There's one of the better targets for Permafrost as well, because, well, opponent's dead on board here. Because most of the other units, like the Champion of Cunning, Permafrost isn't an excellent answer to, because they still get the passive effects. Okay, and well, we've got the combo, but the power's not really working out for us here. So I think this is a redraw, especially as we are on the draw here. Don't just get beaten down too hard. It sounds a little bit better, probably tucking away one of these channels with this Strategize though. There we go, great. So we've got the third Primal, so now we just need to focus on getting Justice sources. And we are getting Skycrab, but looks like a nice slow draw for us, you know. There is some Justice after all. But I'm pretty sure that we're just going to be bottoming one of these Channel Tempests. Yep, we don't need 3 of them. We could actually be playing against like the bigger Skycrab deck. Well, Radius is fine. There's not going to be much in the way of actual creature combat, so this is mostly just a 3-2. It's going to be a bit tedious to try and deal with when we actually do have to deal with it. Well, I guess we just get to double Vanquish. So these cards aren't dead after all. A Face Aegis, so we're living the dream here. Traded sort of evenly on cards. Our opponent's left with a 2-1, but we're going to nullify that next turn with the Crownwatch Press Gang. And this 3-3 does a reasonable job of blocking here. I think next turn Report is going to be trying to draw some cards out. Also, all this amount of card draw is pretty good with Destiny units. Well, we've got the influence we need, so that's pretty great for us. And the Harsho for next turn. So I think we have to play the Underplate Power. Play out a Porter just as like a chump blocker on the 4 here. And then we should be able to second sight, draw into some more copies, and just fire this Harsho next turn. So do the removal spell first. Oh, we're doing the Okikoki over there. I accept your terms. Yeah, they're still getting a bunch of damage because of this, but that's mostly fine. Well, let's put this back. Hopefully we don't draw the same one because that'd be sort of tedious. There we go. Well, still blocking the 4-3, then we're going to Harsh Roll. Well, our opponent is off it. But yeah, Destiny cards with a bunch of card draw is pretty stupid. Okay, well, we'll redraw this. Sort of ideal hand to sort of play against any sort of Praxis deck, or just other slow and dirtily timed mid-range deck. Well, 0-1 Pioneer is not quite what we're looking for here. Do need a bit of a card draw here. Hopefully get those Hailstorms in there. Okay, well, actually this is fine. Get to use the Vanquish when we otherwise might not have been able to. You always enjoy when you get to use like Vanquish against beatdown decks, especially in the early game. We are getting championed, which is pretty gross for us. I suppose we're just developing our power base, and if we survive to turn 5 to harsh rule, then we should be in okay shape here. Okay, well, the Warhelm, so opponent really wants to just end the game quickly here. I think we will just be playing down a good intention of tidying up. If I promise playing like Warhelm, stuff like that, I'd rather just have 2 blockers down. I'm just going to chump the Crownwatch off. Well, can Hailstorm, and then we're able to play a part as well. Then next time if I put adds more to the board, then we should be able to Hailstorm to tidy that up. Well, harsh roll. Yep. Kills tries to be a disaster here. I think we might stabilise, but we do really need to find some sort of card draw here, and Strategize is perfect. We've like used a lot of our Cliffsides though, so that's not ideal. We'll just refresh the Aegis there. We haven't lost it yet, but at least we're to do this next time. And this isn't too much against this deck, but at least it's a, you know, it's a 3-turn clock. The Power Knight here gets, well, we're just super lucky, I guess. Should still be concerned about like Caleb's choice, but we're still going to get him for 10 and then just deploy 2 more 5/6s. Because then we've even got like a nice block for our opponent does Caleb's choice to be able to attack. Yeah, the opponent agrees there. Well, it's pretty nice to see like how the deck can just turn it around there as well. Okay, so that was almost there, and it is still a bit of a meme, but if your opponent is just playing slow and dirtily and just letting you get away with this pretty bizarre combo of the Nostrix Lord Divisions and the Cliffside Parter, then you're in pretty great shape, as whenever you're given time to set up, I feel like often you are just going to win those games, pretty much no matter what, as you are able to just clog the board up with some huge Cliffside Parters. And this might be, you know, a lot of work just to get some cheap 5/6s when we've already got Sandstorm Titan in the format. But the fact that this costs 1 and you get to play it along all these sort of like controlling cards and just card draw is pretty sweet. Overall, I did enjoy the change to Crownwatch Press Gang. I thought it'd be mostly irrelevant because it's just a combo piece, doesn't matter what it costs as long as it's not like more expensive than Nostrix. But it costing 4 is pretty sweet because you are able to just play on turn 4 as like a blocker that keeps you alive, and that's pretty sweet. I do like as well being a deck that they're playing 4 Hash Wheel and 4 Hailstorm, because you do sort of need to find at least one of each against most of the beatdown matchups. Okay, well, thanks for watching. I've been that resolves, and this is almost there, number 2.